Hi, everyone. May is upon us. Thank you so much for being a part of our community and just kind of showing up and having these conversations and holding the field with us. Even though I might not know you personally, I can feel you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, this month is a little interesting, partly because I have two paintings to show us. One I painted 3 years ago. So there's a lot of reiteration of 3 years ago. So we're kind of closing a cycle that started 3 years ago. So wherever you were in 2023, 2022, 2023, that's it. There's a reiteration or coming to completion or kind of a full circle moment happening now. I'm getting that in so many different messages. So I felt called to share with you the painting that I did. This painting came to me in a dream to say, hey, they need to hear this information now. So 3 years ago, I created this painting called Navigating New Waters. And that was before like New Earth was really a huge kind of staple line that people use. But we were kind of getting that information years and years ago. So I called it Navigating New Waters, but I would love to change it to Navigating New Earth because it's exactly what we need. And I've said this before, if you haven't heard me say it before, I really kind of paint, a lot of my paintings are in the future, and I don't know all of the messaging until like later on, which is so cool to be a part of, truly. It's kind of magical and it's different. It's a different experience. But so navigating new waters, this painting here is really about. You can see I was even using some of the same colorings that I use in, as representative of the new earth here with these oranges and yellows and pinks and stuff in the background. Like that's the earth that's emerging, and this tree is representative of this new knowledge that's available to us. And then we have the steering mechanism down below. That's really like there's new rules here. We've never been here before. Um, and we have to learn how to kind of navigate these new waters. So this month's painting called Becoming the Way. And I sit and I create a beautiful sacred experience before I even begin. I connect with my guides and angels and they just show me what to paint. I don't know what it's going to end up being. I only know the first step and then the second step and then the third step. I don't know that it's going to end up being what you see. You see the finished object, you see the finished thing. But I didn't know that. I had to move through the story as if I was embodying it from the beginning, like I was beginning the first page and I was moving through this story. And to move through the story as the character, like I had to really let go and allow for the creative spirit to kind of move through me. And not just that, I had to really be open. I had to really stay open. And I feel that is completely symbolic of this new way or navigating these new waters. And that's what we're being asked to do. So you can see here in this painting, it's all about there's no linear path anymore. We might have started on it like saying, hey, and we can give you certain tools, right? And my sister and I, we kind of we try to do that. We give you tools like, no, where's your emotional body? Where's your heart? How are you feeling? What was going on in your childhood? What about your experience? Like really bringing yourself back to center, like aligning your heart, figuring out your mental health, figuring out your physical health, figuring out your emotional health, your sexual health, your creative health, your spiritual health. Like how do we get all of these things online to kind of this create this cohesive self or coherent self? And in that coherence, that's what this painting is kind of embodying, this coherence. So from a perspective, it's like we were on track, and so there's these train tracks, so we were on track. But this new earth or this new reality is really about, there's no track, there's a doorway. And as soon as you open that doorway, it leads to magic and it can be unsettling because we've never been here before, and it can feel unsettling, I guess is the only word I could give it, but there's other words, I'm sure. um it could be scary, it can just feel weird, it's just different, we've never been here before. And this landscape is bare, it's like a blank canvas. This new earth is a blank canvas. This is like I'm trying to express this idea of when you wake up in the morning, it's like you can't really have a plan. You can kind of have a loose plan, but it's about really trusting your internal guidance. It's really trusting your heart. It's really trusting spirit. It's like life itself is this creative experience. Life itself is a painting. And so how do you can have this open idea or your intention. I'm going to have a beautiful day today and I'm open to all possibilities. Right? And then allow life to meet you. I mean, that's what this painting is about. And that we're made up of the same stuff as the rest of the universe. So in this painting, it embodies this consciousness. So this month of May is about really learning how to navigate this new experience of reality itself and to create. Can we create? Can we create? Right? Can we create intentfully? Can we dream? Can we understand the powers that we have? Can we remember who we are? Right? And so maybe where you are in your journey, you're still healing and you're still recovering parts of yourself, and that's okay. It's perfect. Wherever you're at is perfect. And so it's allowing and it's learning these new tools. And so follow along for me on the journey this month. I'm going to channel more information around what kinds of tools will truly help us into this new space of like we're entering this doorway where there's no path. And so what's the path when there's no path, right? We're going to talk about that this month in the Awakening Through Art membership. So if you're not a member, please join us. I would love to have you. There's a digital version and a printed version, so you can get a card each month in the mail of the painting, which really helps anchor in the light visually. It does. It's kind of magical in itself. So this month, it's time to really start kind of taking off the training wheels a little bit, metaphorically speaking, and kind of learning how to kind of steer this boat, steer your spiritual vessel, and in new ways. And it's a little awkward. It feels weird, but we got this. Okay, we're doing this together. So sending you so much love this month. I'm very excited to share with you all of these things as we move forward. Sending you so much love.